Foundations of the teaching and learning process, philosophies of education, classroom applications, and examples. Each philosophy shapes the educational environment differently, aiming to foster distinct outcomes based on its underlying beliefs about the nature of knowledge, learning, and society. First philosophy is idealism. Idealism is the philosophical view that reality is fundamentally mental or spiritual. So, in education, it emphasizes the teaching of ideas through literature, history, philosophy, and religion. Here are the examples of idealism in classroom settings. First, engaging students in discussions about moral dilemma to foster ethical reasoning. Analyzing historical texts to understand enduring values and principles. Encouraging reflection and introspection through journals or essays. Teaching Platonic dialogues to explore philosophical ideas and using the Socratic questioning to lead students to form their own conclusions based on logic and reasoning. And then some application examples. First, studying classic literature to understand universal truth, engaging in Socratic dialogues to explore philosophical ideas, teaching values and moral lessons through historical events, using myths and allegories to teach moral lessons, encouraging self reflection and inner growth, focusing on the development of the mind and character, and implementing a mentorship system where older students guide younger ones. Second, realism. Realism posits that the world exists independently of our perceptions. In education, it emphasizes factual knowledge and scientific method. Examples in classroom settings. Conducting science experiments to learn about physical laws. Using math manipulatives to demonstrate concrete concepts. Incorporating technology to teach practical skills for modern living. Organizing field trips that allow students to observe and study nature or machinery. And teaching problem solving techniques in real world contexts. Application examples. Teaching through experiments and observation in science classes, utilizing empirical evidence to understand the natural world, emphasizing mathematical concepts and their applications, encouraging objective thinking and critical analysis, incorporating technology to teach concrete facts and data, structuring lessons around observable phenomena, and using detailed models and diagrams to explain complex systems. Let's have the third philosophy, existentialism. Existentialism focuses on individual existence, freedom, and choice. Educationally, it promotes personal self discovery and responsibility. Examples in classroom settings, allowing students to choose their own essay topics to express their thoughts and feelings, encouraging open minded discussions about life, life's meaning, and individual purpose, facilitating projects that reflect students' personal interests and goals, implementing reflective activities like journals or portfolios where students can document their personal growth, and creating a classroom environment where questioning and dialogue about personal beliefs are encouraged. Application examples of the philosophy of existentialism, allowing students to choose their own reading materials or project topics, encouraging the students journal writing to reflect on personal experiences, facilitating open discussions and life's meaning and personal values, supporting the exploration of different career paths based on individual interests, emphasizing contemporary issues that require personal instances, offering electives that cater to a variety of interests and abilities, and encouraging students to set their own academic goals. Next philosophy is pragmatism. Pragmatism is a philosophy that assesses the truth of meaning of theories or beliefs in terms of the success of their practical application. So in education, it promotes learning by doing. So let's check the examples in classroom settings. Engaging students in project-based learning that addresses real community issues, using scientific experiments to teach students about hypotheses, testing, and empirical evidence, incorporating service learning opportunities that apply classroom knowledge to societal needs, facilitating internships or apprenticeship that connect academic studies with vocational skills, and implementing a problem-solving approach in mathematics where students learn through resolving practical problems. Application examples of pragmatism. Implementing project-based learning where students solve real-world problems. Integrating internships and community service into the curriculum. Using simulations and role-playing to understand social dynamics. Encouraging collaborative work to solve practical issues. Teaching through case studies that reflect actual challenges. Employing technology in hands-on ways such as coding or digital design, and adapting teaching methods based on what works best in practice. Next philosophy is perennialism. Perennialism is an educational philosophy that believes in the importance of mastering the great books and timeless truths. So here are the examples in classroom settings. Reading and discussing Plato's Republic to explore justice, governance, and morality. Analyzing Shakespeare's plays to understand human nature and social dynamics. Engaging with Euclidean geometry or Newtonian physics as examples of logical thought processes. Studying historical documents like the PH Declaration of Independence to discuss political philosophy and ethics, and encouraging debates on philosophical questions raised by classic works to develop critical thinking. Application examples. A curriculum centered around classic texts and great works of literature and philosophy. Persistent focus on enduring ideas rather than contemporary issues. Emphasizing logical analysis and critical thinking skills. Teaching principles of moral reasoning and ethical judgment. Structured debates on classical philosophical questions. Teaching languages like Latin or Greek to understand foundational texts, and strong emphasis on teacher-led instruction and lecture-based learning. Next philosophy is essentialism. Essentialism is an educational philosophy that believes in teaching the essential knowledge and skills that are necessary for students to become model citizens. Let's check the examples in classroom settings. Drilling multiplication tables in mathematics to ensure foundational arithmetic skills. Conducting regular science experiments to apply theoretical knowledge practically. Reading classic literature to improve comprehension and critical reading skills. Writing essays on historical events to understand cause and effect relationships and develop writing proficiency. And teaching a foreign language through repetitive practice and memorization to to ensure basic communicative ability. Application examples focusing on core subjects such as math, science, English, and history, emphasizing basic skills like reading, writing, and computation, using standardized testing to measure educational outcomes, implementing a structured curriculum with clear objectives, prioritizing teacher-centered instruction with a strong authority in the classroom, requiring students to master a common body of knowledge for literacy, and encouraging discipline and hard work as key values in the classroom. The next philosophy is progressivism. Progressivism is an educational movement that emphasizes learning by doing, like active learning, critical thinking, problem solving, and development of democratic values. Examples in classroom settings. Students work on a community garden to learn about science, nature, and sustainability. Debates on current events to foster analytical thinking and public speaking skills. Math projects that involve real-world financial literacy, like budgeting or running a mock business. Group work that solves real problems, promoting collaboration and social skills, and inquiry-based science experiments where students form hypotheses and test them. Application examples. Collaborative projects that reflect student interest and real-world issues. Experiential learning opportunities such as field trips and simulations, democratic classroom management where students have a say in their learning process, use of technology to facilitate interactive learning experiences, inquiry-based learning where students pose questions and seek answers, integration of interdisciplinary studies to reflect the interconnectedness of knowledge, and continuous assessment methods that go beyond standardized tests. Next philosophy is Reconstructionism. Reconstructionism is an educational philosophy that views schools as tools to solve social problems with a focus on developing a more just society. Let's have the examples in classroom settings, discussing and researching human rights issues to create awareness and foster advocacy, engaging with local communities to understand their challenges and work on meaningful service projects, analyzing historical events through the lens of social justice to understand their impact on current society, collaborative classroom management where students have a say in creating class rules and consequences, and curriculum units designed around global issues like poverty or climate change, integrating multiple subject areas. Let's also check the application examples of Reconstructionism. Engaging students in discussions about social justice and equity, encouraging community involvement through service learning projects, teaching critical media literacy to analyze societal influences, developing curricula that include diverse perspectives and histories, promoting activism through problem-solving initiatives, incorporating sustainability education to address environmental issues, and fostering global awareness through international partnerships and studies. And last philosophy is constructivism. Constructivism posits that learners construct their own understanding and knowledge of the world through experiences and reflecting on those experiences. So under constructivism, let us consider the following classroom settings examples. Group projects where students must work together to create presentations or reports. Peer teaching activities that allow students to learn from one another. Class discussions where knowledge is constructed through dialogue. Problem-based learning scenarios that require collaborative solutions, and reflective activities where students consider their learning processes and outcomes in groups or partnerships. Let's check also the application examples. Encouraging group work for students to build knowledge collaboratively. Using manipulatives in math to build conceptual understanding. Facilitating science experiments that allow for discovery learning. Implementing learning stations where students explore different concepts at their own pace. Using concept maps to allow students to visualize connections between ideas. Promoting inquiry-based learning where students ask questions and investigate answers. And allowing for reflective practice where students consider their learning processes.